Okay, today we're playing a game on Busan. We are in the Gold SR range, and we'll be playing Winston the entire way through. We are also on the console today, by the way, so consider yourself forewarned. Current team composition is Winston, D.Va, Genji, Ashe, Moira, and Ana. So, a dive comp, basically. And, I've got nothing to say about it, really, so we're just gonna start the game. Ana Moira would be a little weird if we were talking about PC, but I've been informed by people who actually play on the console that, Ana's more of an off-healer for the console, so not that weird for them, I suppose. So, we're being a little patient, waiting to see what happens. So it looks like that was a Pharah that floated by, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know who else it could have been. I don't know why I went back, really, because who else is going to do a movement like that right in front of us? So, we've noticed Junkrat's kind of off by himself, so we've jumped right on top of him, and then we've sort of lost track of him. Now D.Va's trying to finish him off, and Reinhardt's trying to bully us away. Ana's over here for some reason, because jumping over here is kind of weird, because this is pretty out of the way compared to where the majority of our team is, but Ana's over there for some reason, so I mean, I guess it's fine. Ana shouldn't really be standing over here, but she chose to, so whatever, I guess. So trying to kill Moira, trying to also tase D.Va. It's not really getting us very far, because we have to tase D.Va for about 1,000 years to actually get anywhere, so choosing D.Va and Moira, we could have probably found a better target than them, like this Mercy, but oh no, there goes Mercy. So, unfortunately, a few of our teammates have actually died while this has been happening as well, so the fight's not exactly going well, and there goes Moira. We're basically dead. We should be looking to just leave at this point, because Moira just died right in front of us. We're at 170 health. We're not exactly looking good for the rest of this fight, so we should just be backing out if we can. Instead, we stayed and we fought to the death, which, you know, not ideal. Dying, always suboptimal compared to being alive, shockingly enough. So, we've always got Primal Rage built up. That's cool. Not exactly a big money ultimate, but it does at least get you, let you just, like, pick a fight free of charge, pretty much. Unfortunately, D.Va just died, so winning the this fight isn't exactly super realistic. Now we've got to wait for her as well. Moira's trying really hard to die right now. Like, Moira's accomplishing nothing except getting closer to death. And look, oh, Moira died. How about that? Funny that, the healer going out to do that. We shouldn't have gone for that one. That was, like, one of the most optimistic attempts I've ever seen. And it only resulted in us getting killed. By Barrage, so, I mean, she used an ultimate at least, but we should not have gone for that one. We were never going to do anything to the pharmacy right there. So, mad staggering happened, but they did actually just use a couple other ultimates as well. I heard Reinhardt's Earth Shatter at least, so they used a couple ultimates when they didn't really need to. So there's at least that. There's a silver lining at least. But, man, did we just waste like 40% on the clock right there by just D.Va staggered, Moira staggered, and then we lost the next team fight. How about that? Funny that. So we're eyeing up the situation. We're going to go in. We don't really have to worry too much about when we go in because we've got Primal Rage. Genji helps us finish off the Reinhardt right there. Oh, look. Oh, we got him in the end. We got him in the end. And now half their team's dead. Reinhardt, rather, did just get revived, and he's apparently killing people right now, but we're trying to get rid of this D.Va right now. And we did get rid of her. Okay, I was like, it's pretty greedy. I was thinking it's pretty greedy to not use Primal Rage right here. But then we jump out, Primal Rage, jump back in. And this isn't a very good use of resources because we basically don't make good use of, like, all the cooldowns because similarly to if Genji draws Dragon Blade, Primal Rage resets your jump. So, if we Primal Rage and then punch someone right after, we can immediately follow after them and, like, juggle them, basically. Because, let me try and organize the thought on this one. I always have to think about this one. So the idea is you jump on someone. You know, absolute ideal circumstance. The idea is you jump on them, you know, tasing, punch on them as they land and all that. You Primal Rage, you jump, you follow them with the reset off the jump, you wait half a second for your jump cooldown again, then you punch them, follow them, punch, 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 while you're flying through the air, and you kill them. Ideally. So if you just jump out, Primal Rage, jump back in, you had an extra jump in there that you could have used more aggressively, basically. This is very awkward. It's very awkward, isn't it? Because we just used the jump to re-engage, whereas if we just Primal Rage in the middle of them, we could have punched and then followed them afterwards and just, like, kept being aggressive, pretty much. But we sure did show that Junkrat right there, didn't we? He's not happy about that one. It's a tragically common Junkrat story, isn't it? You used a Riptire, then you come back, oh, I'm dead. Oh, alright. So we're trying to, like... The whole enemy team is right next to us, so we're being pretty brave right now, considering we aren't full health, actually, either. We're at 375 health right now. But we're also tasing somebody that's tethered to by Mercy, and it takes Mercy a while to react and start healing her instead of damage boosting her. But we weren't likely to kill that person from there, because she's tethered to by Mercy, and her whole team is right there to help her as well, so... We were going for a pretty ballsy fight in general on a target that we weren't looking very good to actually kill. So, not the greatest use of our time. So, we're back now. We don't exactly have a lot of time left. We gotta step forward and actually touch the point, because we don't want them to take it back right now, because they've, at least we're still building up points if we contest it, right? And we can't let them take it, because they're at 99%. So we pretty much have to come up and contest it, tragically, and it results in us dying, because not a lot of our team was alive by that point, and things were starting to go badly. You know, it's hard to say that the fight would have gone much better if we hadn't died, but by the time we got back after our death, things were certainly not looking good, so who knows, we might have been able to do something. Oh! And so begins the complaining. Turn it up. Oh, Ash is useless. That's a classic right there. I've done more damage than all of you. Damage isn't more. Damage is more. Damn, nobody can really figure out a way to finish this argument, because basically everyone's going, Ash is useless, and Ash is going, I did a lot of damage, and everybody, like, half finishes a thought where they're like, damage is important, but no one's actually got, like, an argument. They know they want to argue. They know they want to argue, and they know the Ash isn't quite right, but they don't know how to argue with them exactly. We're actually queued with someone named Weed420Weed, so it's unbelievable that they weren't fantastic. Yeah, so nobody actually knows how to argue, which, you know, that's the internet right there, isn't it? So you know this is a good party finder group when after one round we've muted our entire team. Good times, good times. That was very fun to listen to, though. I enjoyed that. Just how everyone's like, I want to argue, but I don't know what to say. It's always unfortunate, isn't it, when you want to argue, but you know you don't know shit. But then you just argue anyway, you just make shit up, and it, you know, you'll make them angry at least, and that means you win the argument, right? So that didn't go very well. I was busy laughing at people, so let's go back and actually look at what happened, because that's kind of the actual point. If you're gonna argue with your teammates, though, at least have something to say. Don't, like, get halfway through and then go, what am I gonna say? Oh. Maybe think it out a little bit before you start talking shit, you know? You know. Anyway. So we're looking. I don't think we saw McCree right there. We did see McCree. I saw McCree. McCree's right there. He just peeked around the corner. So I don't think we saw him, and we were probably taken by surprise by that one right there, but we did actually see McCree. We just didn't see McCree, you know? You feel me? You feel me? You gotta look at the whole screen, which is very difficult to do. It's a skill to learn. Because you gotta take in all the information. It's hard for a lot of people struggle just looking at the kill feed, but like you gotta look at the whole screen. It's funny to me just how consistent that is across all games, where people can't look at like everything that's going on. Because if you're playing a MOBA, people are very bad at looking at the minimap. If you're playing like Overwatch, people are bad at looking at the kill feed. And if you play like a fighting game, people are bad at looking at their meter. You know, like people are bad at looking at stuff in like all kinds of video games. It's very consistent. Tunnel vision's bad is the moral of the story. So they just lost their Mercy, which is unfortunate for them, but they do still have a Moira, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Oof. He built that one up pretty quickly. It actually didn't accomplish anything, because it looks like he only hit us with it. So all he ended up doing was wasting his ultimate and dying. So hey, the fight still went well in the end. How about that? Lucio's elected to waste his ultimate, which is very exciting, because the whole team is dead at this point, so the sound barrier did nothing, but, you know, I guess when you win, you want to celebrate, right? So you play the music. Damn, this is just slightly too high to tase people from up there, huh? That's unfortunate. Because it's, if you can get on the high ground as Winston and just, like, tase people over the edge, that's always very fun. I always like to imagine it in my mind's eye of just, like, Winston lounging next to the edge, holding his gun over the edge like that. Perfect. This is not a good use of our time to be fighting Bob. This was not a good use of our time or resources, because we also used our bubble right there. McCree took a long time to actually do anything right there, didn't he? It's like he had to, like, he had some mental lag going on right here. There we go. But he got that flashbang out there in the end. Did we have to reload right there? No, we did not have to reload. We were still at half charge right there. So this is a very poor time to reload, because we're still, like, actively fighting this guy. It's just he disappeared around the corner for half a second, and we started reloading. Try not to do that. As all heroes, basically, you know. Most people just kind of reload. Oh yeah, oh no, it's always so sick if you can get D.Va over the edge, because they're just this ticking when she falls off, and mech is so nice. This is a thing that, like, all kinds of players suffer with, is it's just reloading whenever the fuck, and then that ends up putting you in a difficult situation. The only one who can really get away with just reloading whenever is Ashe, and that's just because she can cancel it whenever she wants, pretty much. Seeing as, you know, she reloads one bullet at a time, which is extremely inconvenient. Funny, isn't it, that the character with the shotgun does not reload one bullet at a time, who you would expect to, but the one with the rifle does. It also is very strange to me that in this world where we have space monkeys flying around with jetpacks, anybody would elect to use a revolver or, like, a single-load rifle, you know? But I mean, I guess some people just really like that aesthetic, huh? McCree, you know, you got all kinds of excuses for why people are kinda outdated, right? May got frozen in a block of ice, Tracer's, like, temporal bullshit going on. McCree, nope. He just fucking likes cowboys, dude. He just fucking likes cowboys. He is big into that one, like, 100 years in the future. And I mean, you know, you do you, Chief. Whatever makes you happy, but it's a little weird, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. I don't know, I just find, you know, at least, Ashe has got tech, weird tech dynamite, right? So, there's that, I suppose, but I don't know. It just seems like an impractical, choice of weaponry. So we won the round right there. I paused, like, literally 2 seconds before we won the round, because I wasn't looking at the time we had left. And now, I was trying to push forward, but I pushed 0 on the numpad, which returns you to the start of the video. So things went dramatically better once we stopped listening to our teammates. This isn't coincidental, that's just how Overwatch is. The less you interact with the community, the happier and more productive you'll actually be. Especially for someone like me who also really likes to fight. Oh, as soon as somebody wants to fight, I'm all in on that one. I fucking love fighting. I'm all about it. That's why I don't interact with my team. Also, people are like assholes, but I'm also an asshole. It's a stacking effect. You don't want more assholes than you absolutely need. So I saw a Reaper in there, and that's very scary. I also saw a Doomfist. Yes, there's also a Doomfist over there. It might just be Doomfist I saw. No, there is also a Reaper in there. Okay. So this is become very obstructive for us as Winston. Because we basically don't have very many good targets anymore for when we dive in, and we got a lot of things that we have to try and avoid now. So this is where I would consider changing off of Winston. Oh, we lived. Nice, nice. Okay. I wondered if we would. We got away with it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, alright, alright. Okay, we didn't die when we started emoting. We deserved to, though. One day I'll get back to this thought I was having about the hero selection, but stuff keeps happening. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I would consider changing off of Winston at this point, because it's become difficult for us to accomplish much with the enemy team. Personally, I'd just pick Reinhardt, because they also have a Reinhardt, so we're incentivized to also have a Reinhardt. Oh, are we gonna get her? We got her. We got her. Nice, nice. So that's their Ana down. They still have their Mercy as well, who just use Valkyrie, which is, you know, sucks, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay, alright. Alright, it worked out in the end. We didn't manage to get that boy over the edge, but he... Oh god, don't do that, Reaper. Your team's dead, dude. Wait until your team are here to do that. Oh my god. So we didn't manage to get Reinhardt off the edge, but we did get him to waste his ultimate, and then still killed him anyway. So he did get to hit us a little bit, so he probably built up like a third of his ult, probably, after... Oh, again. He probably got to build up like a third of his ult, again, towards the end of that fight, but, you know, he used his ultimate, so hey. If you're gonna trade Primal Rage for Earth Shatter, that's a good trade as far as I'm concerned. We're just gonna win? Oh, well, that was sudden, wasn't it? What happened? We just, like, never really saw them again after this, did we? Like, this happened. Yeah, this was a fuck, right? He actually didn't even get any ult off the, pin, because we had a sound barrier on us. How tragic. Yeah, so like, this is the end of the fight, right here. They still got 70%. What happened? Sorry, I died again. They just never showed up again. Yeah, they just never came back, did they? Alright. Fuck, the fight ended at 70%! They just waited too long to come back. Alright. Oh, they lost someone. Oh, or that might have happened right at the end. Maybe they left earlier on and I just didn't notice. Oh, we got play of the game. Nice. It has to be, yeah. Man. Oh. That was a very anticlimactic ending, wasn't it? I'm quite disappointed about that, actually. Because the second round ended kind of out of nowhere as well, and then the third round, they just didn't come back again. Huh. Huh. How disappointing. Oh, I guess we're done. I guess we're done. The moral of today's story is if you're gonna fight with people, at least kind of know what you're talking about, you know? If you're gonna start fighting with people, because if you realize partway through arguing with people that you don't know what to say, you kind of sound like an idiot. So don't do that. We didn't do that, but The people we were with certainly did do that. I'm all set now. Oh, well, at least I can go play Yakuza. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. If for some reason you enjoyed the video and managed to get all this way through, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful. I almost said I hope your video was helpful, which it probably was more than mine, but hey, you know, that's not quite right. What a mess.